Fala galera, welcome to another episode of the Mosaic series. This time let's talk about the integration between Strategy Mosaic and Qlik. In previous videos of this channel, you've seen how we can leverage Power BI, Tableau, Excel, many other analytics tools to connect to your Mosaic models or OLAP cubes and strategy and use that universal semantic layer that strategy offers. In this one, I'll be using Qlik, more specifically Qlik Sense Cloud. As you will see, I'll be connecting to Mosaic via Presto connector, which is slightly different from what we do with Tableau or Power BI. And then once we connect to that Mosaic model, again, could be a lab cube, could be an MTDI cube. Once we connect to that model, we will be able to start creating our visualizations, our sheets in Qlik. And at the end of the video, you'll see there is a bonus as well. So I strongly invite you to watch this one. And if you're a Qlik user, let me know your comments down below here. Okay, so I'm here in Strategy Library. I have two Mosaic models available. Let me open the retail model. That's the one I'll be using in Qlik later. As you can see here, I have a few tables. This is the hierarchy that contains all my attributes, and then later I can go back to objects and see that actually I have 18 attributes and 6 metrics that I can use in Qlik later, and of course in any other tool. So let me just close this one and go back and open here Qlik. I'm using Qlik Analytics, the cloud version, right? So the first thing we need to do in Qlik is we need to go and create a data connection. So let me just do this right now. So differently from what we have with Tableau and Power BI, in this case I need to use the Presto connector. Could be Trino, but Qlik offers the Presto connector right now, as you can see here. And here is where I set up all my database properties. As you can see, I'll go ahead and fill in the information that I need. Here I need my host name, my environment name, port is 443, catalog will always be SQL, and of course I'll need to authenticate via LDAP in this case. So let me just make sure I add my credentials right here. And after doing this, I'll go ahead and test the connection. As you can see, connection succeeded. I'm just go ahead and close this one, and I'll give the proper name to this connection. Let me call it Env Strategy, or any other name you want to give to this one. Later, you click the Create button. All right, once this is created, once the data connection is available, now back here in Qlik, I'll go ahead and create a new application. So let me go ahead and click the Create New button, and let me call this one Mosaic with Qlik. Whatever name, right? Could be retail application, whatever name you guys want to give to this one. I'll go ahead and click the Create button. No need to add any description at this point. And as you can see here, now it's time to choose the connection, right? So you have 3 options right here. The one we should be using is files and other sources, that one on the right. And then you see the connection that I created previously. I actually give this name. I ended up giving this name right here. So let me choose this one. It's the only one I have, by the way. You notice my database is the SQL one that I already provided. Owner is the project, is the strategy project where I save my model, in this case MicroStrategy tutorial. And here you can see all the available Mosaic models, intelligent cubes in the environment. In my case, I'll be choosing the retail model. You can actually perform a search here, make it easier. Let me click this guy. It shows like there are 28 columns in there, those attributes and metrics we created. We can see a little preview in here. If you decide not to use any of those columns, all you have to do is uncheck the ones you don't need. In this case, let me use all of them. And then later I click the Next button to add this data to my Qlik application. It will take a few seconds, as you can see here. And now I'm ready to continue to use Qlik to maybe create new analytics, new dashboard in Qlik, or ask questions in Qlik, or explore the data using the Insight Advisor tool that Qlik offers. So let me go ahead and use like the Create Analytics option right here. And here you can start creating your dashboard, right? Let me just do this right now. So let me add category to the first sheet that I have here, to the first canvas that I have here, and then maybe gross revenue to this part here, to that view. Yeah, so that here I have a bar chart. Now, I'm not a Qlik expert, to be fair, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time creating or modifying, applying colors to those visualizations. Let me just go ahead and create a new one, a new visualization here, maybe this time using, I don't know, customer gender, dragging this one right there. And once again, let me use gross revenue as a metric. Gross revenue is right here. I just go ahead and drop it right there. And there we go, right? Now let me create a third visualization using customer city this time. As you can see here, cities will be pop up in the map. And then once again, gross revenue. Could be net revenue, could be profit. Let's go with profit, by the way. Let me go and drag profit right here, right? So now you see the profit numbers in different colors. And to finalize my Qlik dashboard here, let me just add a new one. This time let me do subcategory, maybe let me do a search. Yeah, let me add subcategory to this one here. And once again, revenue, but this time let me just do net revenue, as I'm doing right now. So for those of you who are Qlik experts, you know how to change the visualization, how to reposition, you know how to do all that sort of stuff, right? So feel free to do it. The main thing here is our data source, our data set is coming from Mosaic. You can actually go and go back here to the top left corner of the Qlik application, and you can go and check your application, your data source, by going to Data Manager or going back to Data Load Editor. Go to the Data Model Viewer. You will see the table that we added to this model. All right, so that's pretty much it with this video. So I hope you guys can use this Mosaic model as your universal semantic layer in any analytics tool like Qlik. It could be Tableau or Power BI, as I just shown in other videos that I have here in the channel. All right, so as a final bonus here, I'll be using Insight Advisor. I know that Qlik folks, they love to use this feature that Qlik offers. So again, you can go to your applications, as I'm doing here, and then you can ask a question based on the data in your Mosaic model. As you can see here, this is show me the top 3 category by net revenue. Let me just do a new one. Show me top 5 subcategories. You see here, this is an attribute or a column in a Mosaic model. And then let me choose now a metric by gross revenue. Again, that's a metric in my Mosaic model. I choose this guy right here, and then I just hit enter. It will definitely use Insight Advisor to generate a new visualization. And then later, if you want, you can just add this one to the sheet. All right, so yes, Insight Advisor is something that we can definitely leverage inside of Qlik, because at the end of the day, what we are using is a Mosaic model as a universal semantic layer. And that's what I want, right? Let me just add this one in here, and let me go back to the Sheets view here. You will see this one has been added right now. Okay, so that was the bonus. And yeah, Insights Advisor is pretty much covered because it's a Qlik feature connecting to Mosaic. All right, so that was it for this one. As you just saw, it's pretty intuitive to use Qlik on top of a Mosaic model. All you have to do is set up a new data connection and then start creating your Qlik sheets or even use Insight Advisor to get you to another level of dashboard creation. So these are things that you can definitely do. The most important thing here that we should always have in mind is that Mosaic will be your semantic layer, meaning no matter if you use Qlik, Power BI, Tableau, Excel, any other tool, your numbers will always match. Revenue or gross revenue or net revenue will always be the same in any other analytic tools of your choice. As you saw in this one, we were using Qlik. Again, it was my pleasure to have you here watching this video. I strongly invite you guys to share, to like the video, and to subscribe to the channel. As I always say, I'll see you at the next corner.